Well, this is what I'm dealing with. That is the one that got hurt. I think half the moisture's inside it as well now. It's taken in water. I don't know if you can see that. Not really. It's filling up with moisture now because of the cracked frame. And obviously water all over these isn't doing much better for them. I think it's diffusing the light. I think if it wasn't raining, it'd have more power, because it's not really dark. It's gray, but there should be some power, I would think, if it wasn't raining so bad. But I think also if I had these on more of an angle, it'd be better. Sure hope the rain stops. Checking on the babies. And they're all eating over in the corner. They've got a water dish and a food dish. I had to raise the heat lamp up a little bit. It was getting too warm. But they seem comfortable now. Well, it's 9 o'clock at night. I just got home. I've been on the road all day. Sadly, my cell phone died, so there will be no video tonight. It takes my stupid phone a while to charge back up. And because it's a power hog, that's just not happening tonight. I'm sorry. But my batteries liked the fact that I was gone all day. It was mostly cloudy, but still, I must have got some good charging. Well, it's Sunday morning, 60 degrees, heat wave in here. The sun is finally shining. I've got 12.8 volts under charge with just over 2 amps, but the sun has not cleared the trees yet, so it's early. Let's see if the sun stays out. It'll be a good day. It's the first time the sun has come out since it got my new batteries. I have an urgent paper to print, and I get no power from inside, so I've hooked up the inverter directly to my battery bank with the cables provided. And I'm going to attempt to print. Let's see what happens here. Let's watch the inverter. See the printer's thinking. The numbers kick up. That's watts. Now inside, it died as soon as it started to print. And it's working. 500 watts. Yeah. It worked. So my inverter is not defective. I just need some serious heavy wires. So there was my test hookup outdoors. So at least I can print. Just wanted to show you real quick. I'm pulling the wires right now, but I just hit over 25 amps for a second. There you go. With those new solar panels hooked up. It was really cloudy, and the sun is just peeking out a little bit right now. And nearing 30 amps. So I'm going to pull the wires of the 2 bigger solar panels and protect my system. Actually, this has an overload protection. I never saw that before. Now I just pulled the 2 big panels. My voltage came back down to 14. And the current is still up pretty high. And it's not even fully sunny. But what I did do is I leaned my homemade panels more in an angle to the sun. So this is looking much better now today. Okay, I'm just getting home from church. Been out all day. It's 53 degrees. and it's dark out. And I don't have any firewood, so I'm going out right now to cut some wood. Got no choice. Well, I finally found out what my fireplace prefers. This is going to surprise you. This is the best size wood for my fireplace if you want to keep it nice and toasty warm in here. This is what I'm burning right now. I found that this thing is really hard to regulate the airflow in here. Sometimes I have to open up this completely and open up the door all the way in order to even get coals to burn in here. And right now I have it almost all the way closed because I'm burning this little tiny stuff. And after 30 minutes of burning, it was 44 in here 30 minutes ago. And I've got it up to 66. And so the other thing is, this stuff is easy to cut or break, but actually I found that cutting is better because breaking, you don't get the right length and you have to cut it anyway. So that's working out well. And then I have my normal fans and blowers down here, but because it was getting so hot, I took a 10-inch 12-volt fan. I have a plug in here to blow extra hot air inside, comes around in through here and blows out. So I'm getting a lot of heat now. Now it's 80 in here. I wanted to show you that at 10 o'clock it's been 80 all along, but my camera battery was dead, so I had to recharge it first. So using the little pieces of wood really works in this stove way better. I'm doing an experiment in tiny gardening. I've got 2 different kinds of lettuce and some radishes, and I'm putting them all in here together in a relatively tight space because I was thinking about nature, and nature doesn't spread your food out in nice neat rows like we do. They sort of fall randomly into place, and nature seems to grow food a lot better than we do. So I'm hoping my idea will work. I'm taking 3 rows of my seeds that I started here and fitting them into this planter. Now the dirt in this planter is, I don't know if you can see that, but this is just pure forest dirt. There's twigs and sticks and leaves and all kinds of organic material in here. It's very rich and fertile. And I basically just dug it straight out of the forest floor, which I figure is also going to be the best dirt to use, because again, it's nature. I'm pretty sure nature got it better than we could. So we'll see. I think these are going to grow very well. Here's a closer look at my little mixture. You can see I've got one here, 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 just randomly spaced out. And if I have room left, I'll put some different things in just to see what happens. Now here on the ground is this finely diced mulch. It's a natural mulch just from years of laying here. There's twigs and there's leaf pieces and all kinds of natural mulch here. And I'm going to take handfuls of this. It's very nice. And I saw the video Back to Eden, which I highly recommend for anybody that's interested in gardening. It talks about using a mulch to have a weedless and a pretty much self-maintaining garden. So I'm covering the whole bed, just exposing the leaves of the plants, and it's going to protect them and fertilize them. And as it breaks down and decays down inside, you continue adding more. And you shouldn't have too much trouble with weeds. And you should also have a very moist garden. So this is my miniature version. Hi, this is Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World. Sorry about the lack of video this weekend. My cell phone has a known problem, is that the battery goes dead easily, and I charge it 4 or 5 times a day when I'm using it for telephoning and internet and texting. So I was out on Saturday, didn't get home till 9 o'clock at night. Phone was dead, flat out dead. Took an hour to charge, and then by that time it was bedtime. There was no way I was getting a video up, because it takes about an hour, hour and a half to get a video uploaded. So sorry about that. The phone has to go. I have to get a different phone. For those of you that don't know, my phone is my internet. So hopefully we'll do better next time. Well, I've put in a little bit of wood for at least a couple days, and some twigs for kindling. So we'll see how much that holds out for. I only need to burn wood at night, evenings, and then when I go to bed I just let the fire burn out and go without. Now I'll just give my little plants a misting. They've been through a hot day today, and until they take root in a new pot, I'll just keep them misted nicely. But they didn't wilt, and that's a good sign. Well, I got my last load of stuff from the house, from the old place. Mostly it was just a bicycle, a scooter, a chainsaw with no chain that won't fire. Probably just needs some cleaning. But those price and chains, they're about $30. So that's not a bad price if I can get this thing fired up. I got that for free from a guy one day. And some odds and ends. So it's filling up in here. Some pieces of wood. What's cool about my mountain bike is this is a Curry mountain bike. It's an electric bike which does about, I think it was 15-20 miles an hour, and runs for about 15 miles on a charge. I have to dig up wherever my battery is and get this going again. It'll be great for running back and forth on the property.